Have you ever experienced the pain of being betrayed by a close friend or a member of your family? Someone you trusted, and with whom you shared many great memories. How could they have done that to me? You said to yourself, "Is this real? Am I dreaming? How can they do this to me? Oh my God." It's hard when anyone turns against you, but when it's someone you thought was a loyal friend, it's heartbreaking. Dealing with betrayal from friends and family can be deeply painful because of the trust and closeness you share with them. King David described such betrayal in the book of Psalms 55 verses 12 to 14. "It is not an enemy who taunts me, I could bear that. It is not my foes who so arrogantly insult me, I could have hidden from them. Instead, it is you, my equal, my companion and close friend." Psalm 55 verses 12 to 14. Here are some steps that may help you navigate through this difficult time. 1. Acknowledge your emotions. Allow yourself to feel. It's normal to feel hurt, angry, sad, or confused. Suppressing emotions can make it harder to heal. Pray about it and pour out your heart to God. Journal or talk about it. Writing down your feelings or talking to someone you trust can help you process your emotions. Even when you are dumbfounded by this act of betrayal, you can write your thoughts and prayers and present them to God. 2. Understand the betrayal. Reflect on what happened. Try to understand the situation. Was it a misunderstanding, or was there a deeper reason behind the betrayal? Avoid overthinking. While reflection is important, don't dwell endlessly on what-if scenarios, as this can lead to unnecessary stress. 3. Set boundaries. Decide what you need. Determine what boundaries you need to set to protect yourself, whether it's distance, limited communication, or a break from the relationship. Communicate clearly, if possible. Calmly express how their actions have affected you and what you need moving forward. 4. Consider forgiveness, but don't rush it. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their actions. It's about letting go of the anger that may be holding you back. Take your time. Forgiveness is a process. It may take time, and that's okay. 5. Seek support. Talk to someone you trust. Lean on people who can offer perspective, support, and a listening ear. Consider professional help. Therapy can provide a safe space to explore your feelings and help you cope with betrayal. 6. Focus on self-care. Prioritize your well-being. Engage in activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health. Reconnect with yourself. Use this time to strengthen your relationship with yourself. Pursue hobbies, practice mindfulness, and invest in self-growth. 7. Rebuild trust slowly. Don't rush to repair the relationship. If you choose to continue the relationship, allow trust to rebuild gradually. Trust is earned, not given. Be prepared for setbacks. Healing from betrayal is not linear. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate ups and downs. 8. Decide on the future of the relationship. Evaluate the relationship. After some reflection, consider whether this relationship is worth continuing. Is the person willing to change? Do they take responsibility for their actions? Be ready to move on. Sometimes, the healthiest decision is to let go of the relationship. This doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're prioritizing your own peace. 9. Look for the lesson. Personal growth, while painful, betrayal can offer insights into your own resilience, boundaries, and relationships. What have you learned about yourself, and what will you do differently in the future? 10. Give yourself time. When you've been betrayed by friends or family, healing is not something that happens overnight. Giving yourself time means understanding that recovery is a process that unfolds gradually. Here's what it looks like in practice. 1. Acknowledge the time needed. Grief is not linear. Betrayal can trigger a grieving process similar to the loss of a loved one. You might cycle through different emotions like denial, anger, sadness, and eventually acceptance. Some days you'll feel better, and others you'll feel like you're back at square one. This is normal. Don't rush to get over it. Society often pressures people to move on quickly, but emotional wounds need time to heal. Understand that it's okay to still feel hurt weeks, months, or even years after the betrayal. The more you allow yourself to process it at your own pace, the more thoroughly you'll heal. 2. Be patient with yourself. Avoid self-judgment. You may feel frustrated with yourself for not bouncing back as quickly as you'd like. You might compare your healing process to others and feel like you are falling behind. Remind yourself that there's no set timeline for healing. Celebrate small victories. Even small steps toward healing are worth celebrating. Perhaps you feel a little lighter today than yesterday, or maybe you had a difficult conversation that brought you a bit of closure. These are signs of progress. 3. Allow yourself to feel and process. Don't suppress your emotions. Trying to move on by suppressing your emotions can backfire, leading to unresolved pain that resurfaces later. Allow yourself to feel everything: the sadness, anger, disappointment, and even moments of numbness. Seek healthy outlets. While giving yourself time, find healthy ways to express your emotions. This could be through journaling, talking to a therapist, meditating, or engaging in physical activities like yoga or exercise. 4. Understand that time helps clarify things. Gaining perspective. As time passes, you may start to see the situation from a clearer, more balanced perspective. The initial shock and pain might overshadow everything at first, but with time, you might start to understand more about the other person's actions, your own needs, and what you want moving forward. Avoid rushed decisions. Sometimes, in the immediate aftermath of betrayal, you might feel pressure to make big decisions, whether it's cutting off the relationship or forgiving too quickly. Giving yourself time allows you to make these decisions from a place of clarity rather than emotional turmoil. 5. Healing takes time. It's an ongoing process. Healing is not something you achieve in a set amount of time. It's an ongoing process that unfolds over weeks, months, or even years. There may be triggers or reminders that bring up the pain again, even long after you thought you had moved on. This doesn't mean you're not healing, it just means that healing is complex and layered. Embrace the journey. Try to see your healing journey as a learning process. Even though it's painful, it's also an opportunity to grow stronger, gain insights about yourself, and build resilience. By giving yourself the necessary time, you honor your healing journey rather than rushing through it. 6. Time helps rebuild trust. Trust requires time to regrow. If you decide to continue the relationship with the person who betrayed you, rebuilding trust is a slow and gradual process. Giving yourself time means allowing that trust to regrow at its own pace, rather than forcing yourself to trust again before you're ready. Time to rebuild self-trust. Betrayal can also shake your trust in yourself. You may doubt your ability to judge people or your instincts. Part of giving yourself time is allowing yourself to rebuild trust in your own judgment and decisions. 7. The power of time in healing. Wounds can fade over time. While the scars of betrayal may never fully disappear, they can fade significantly with time. You might find that something that once caused you intense pain eventually becomes just a memory. Time can soften the edges of your hurt, allowing you to move forward with greater peace. Growth and transformation. Over time, you may find that you've grown in ways you couldn't have imagined. Betrayal can catalyze personal transformation, and by giving yourself the time to heal, you allow that transformation to take place at its own pace. Practical tips for giving yourself time. Set realistic expectations. Don't expect yourself to heal completely in a specific time frame. Instead, focus on making small, manageable steps toward healing. Create a healing routine or ritual. Consider establishing a daily or weekly ritual that supports your healing process, whether it's a reflective walk, meditation, or simply checking in with yourself. Mark milestones. Notice when you reach certain milestones in your healing, like a day when you felt more at peace or a conversation that brought clarity. These can serve as reminders that time is indeed helping you heal. Summary. Giving yourself time after betrayal means recognizing that healing is a journey that cannot be rushed. By allowing yourself the space to feel, process, and gradually heal, you honor your emotional needs. Time, when coupled with self-compassion and patience, is one of the most powerful tools in your healing process.